Hi friends! I have some project life for you today, and this just shows you how far behind I am since I've started. I started this last week for Victoria Marie's Hump Day Challenge. Last week it was a page map or a sketch, and she had a bonus one that was for Project Life, and I thought, hey, I need to do Project Life, because I've been trying to do it every 2 weeks, and it's not working so well, so I think I have to switch to every week just so that I can get it done quicker. And I'm just going to do less photos, as I think how it's going to work. But anyway, I have these ones printed off, and this is actually going to be in like 2 installments. So I'm working on the title page, which will be for 2 weeks. This one will say for 2 weeks, though I only did like half of it. So you will have to bear with me as I'm learning this whole fun, lovely process. No, I really don't mean to be sarcastic. I really don't. I think I'm frustrated because I want it to be really easy, because it should be easy, right? I mean, you put your pages in the pockets, but I think it's what it is like each little card is like a mini layout to me, and I want to make it really, really cool. I mean, who doesn't, right? You want your project life to look really cool. And I think that's what it is, but I want to get it done in a fast time. I don't want to spend, 5 a week. This pretty much took me a week, though there was a lot of days I didn't work on it. So, yeah. The page map did help. So I think I'm probably going to do that again next time, just so I can have a reference to say, okay, hey, these are how many photos I should get, or whatever, These are about how many photos I should use, or this is the kind of design element, and then that will help me think about it quicker. So I'm using the Amy Tan letter stickers from forever ago, and I'm going to put a banner on because the page map has a banner, and I don't have the sketch for this video. I'm sorry about that. So if you really have to go see it, you can go to the Victoria Marie Facebook page. So there we go. And like I said, this is for 2 weeks, and it's the 27th through the 10th. I don't know, I have it, the dates weird, so it's not like Monday through, Sunday. I think I do Sunday through, or something like that. I don't know. Don't ask me. I just have it weird. And I'm not going to label it by weeks, because if for some reason I do happen to miss a week or whatever, I don't know. To me, I just think it's just going to be easier to put the date instead of having it week, this, whatever, do it by weeks. And I'm not going to go back and do cards for weeks that I've already passed. I decided that I wasn't going to do that. I'm just going to go from here and just keep going. And I think that's why I figured just putting the date is fine. So here I'm working on the second big card, and as you can see, I have some elements already started out, and this is one thing that I did to kind of try to plan to make my process go quicker on film. If I was doing this without filming it, I might not quite do it this way, but it would actually probably have taken me longer, because I would have done each card by itself instead of thinking about, excuse me, the card and then go, I would have did one card and then had to think about the whole process. So I thought about how I wanted each card to kind of be, and got the papers and put them in the section and just assembled it on screen. So this makes the process go a little bit quicker of putting everything together. So then I could cut my video down to 23 minutes. Well, minus the photos, I should say. I do have photos of close-ups. So I'm going to move that little banner and that thing, because it's in the postmark, like where you put your stamp and stuff, and I don't like that. So I want that to show, because it's cute. And so, yeah, I will move it. And here you see me just kind of fooling around. What side do I think it look? It would have looked cute, except for I didn't like the way that it was equal to the postmark and stuff. So, yeah. So there it goes. And of course, I cover up that little circle. And I didn't even realize this till I was watching it while I was editing it. And I'm like, hey, I covered up that little circle. So in essence, I wasted a sticker. Oh, well. I mean, it's not like I don't have tons of stickers anyway. So I thought that little card was really cute. And it's going to go with the photo next to it. Well, sort of next to it. The other 4x6, well, it's not a 4x6. It's like maybe 3x4-ish size. I don't remember. What size I did it. I manually did that one, and it was a weird size. So yeah, it's a little bit less than a 3x4 card. So I'm going to use the Schmel paper and that Serendipity paper, which I love. And I know it looks a little odd having the stripes go in opposite directions, but in a weird way, I kind of like it. It didn't seem that bad when I was looking at it like in person. So I think that's why I didn't notice how weird it might seem. Sometimes when you're looking at something over top is when you realize that, oh, that looks a little different. But I really liked that paper plane with the heart, and that kind of matches along with the photo because that is a picture of a box of stuff that my good friend Alicia here on YouTube sent me, and she sent me, like, literally, I had a hard time holding up this box. That's how heavy it was. It had so much stuff in it, and oh my gosh, amazing. So yes, I will be using all that stuff forever, but that's okay. So I was so excited to get the package, and my girls were excited because they could scrap. So I used my little date stamp, and then that's it. I think those were ephemera pieces from a crepe paper collection. Yeah, so. And the arrow is simple stories. So I probably won't remember to tell you guys every little detail. And really, I don't know if that's necessary. I mean, is it? If you guys want me to tell you every little thing that I've used, let me know, and I will. I will write it down, or I'll just remember. So I want to rip this because, actually, I believe in the thing it had some kind of weird thing, and I thought it would look cute ripped. And that's Maggie Holmes, and I love that corally. And as you can tell, the colors that I'm using are like a teal and a corally color and like some pink. So I thought that by picking a color combo, that will help tie all my papers together and embellishments and everything. So I have that stamp that looks like stitching, and since I don't have a stitcher, unless I use my fingers, which that's not going to happen, it just takes way too long to hand stitch. It looks super cute, but I don't have time for that, guys. No, I do. If I really thought it was going to look good, I might, but I just thought the faux stitching would look just as cute. So I cut out those Dear Lizzie, I can't talk tonight, apparently, mason jars, because they're so cute, and I thought they just looked really cute layered. And then that flare was a copper flare, and that's Pink Fresh Studios. That came in the kit this month. I love those copper flares. They're so cute. So I will start apologizing now. There will be quite a bit of movement on my desk. The way I moved my camera a few layouts ago, I was trying to get it lower so you could get a little bit better of a look, and the stand hits the side of my desk, and because I have it in the corner, there's nowhere for my desk to go. So every time I accidentally touched the table, it would hit the stand. And yeah, so it kind of moves a little bit, and if it bothers you, it bothers me. Yeah. So So I fixed that, and that will not be a problem at the end of the video. When I was watching this, I realized just how much it was moving, and I didn't notice it so much before, so it just must be just from sitting there on the thing a little bit, and, you know, moving my iPad off and moving it down and stuff. So I am sorry about that, because I really do want to give you guys videos that you can watch and don't feel seasick. So yeah. So I have some cut apart pieces that I printed off, like print and cut pieces from, I think the one's from Scraptastic and the other one's from Click Kit. And that's just a picture of my girls scrapping. When we got the package, that was the first thing the girls wanted to do that night, was, can we scrap? And of course, how could I not share? I mean, there's just like this great big box of stuff. So actually all three of my kids, I just showed a picture of the girls. All three kids were scrapping. So this is a photo of me and my son, and Lonnie and Caden were at the hospital because Lonnie had chemo that day, and so it was just me and Sam, and we're making silly faces because that's what he does because he's 3. So, you know, yeah. I think every single picture right now that I get of him, he's trying to make a silly face. He just has a hard time not making one. So I just did a couple layers in that little tag, and those are gold triangle piece, foiled pieces from Pink Fresh Studios, and they look really cute, and they kind of help tie everything together, and it adds a little bit of embellishment, but not being too much. And so, yeah. So I just put that's just me and Sam. I'm trying to journal and not have it be like, you know, too much as opposed to not enough. I will say that there's one card that you don't see me make because I think I did it off screen, and that's on the other side. So I did splatters on it. So this one just has some pieces, and as you can see, oh, well, you can see the sketch a little bit. So that's the sketch that I'm using. So it had a tag, and it had some like other stuff like a camera, and I had gotten a die from Lisa. So, and it was a Maggie Holmes die, and it had that big camera, and it is so much fun. And so I made a couple, and I was like, a while ago, and this was the perfect time to use it. So I'm going to add some string on here, and I'm going to just not do it in the typical spot. Well, and because part of that tag got cut off from my die cutter, I'm not sure how that happened, but you know, sometimes it moves around. And so I still wanted to use it, and at this point I'm trying to figure out just kind of where I want things placed. I have that key. I just thought it looked cute. I mean, I know there's this balance for me for adding things that mean something on your page to adding something that looks cute. And sometimes I pick cute over, well, what does this key really mean? And I mean, this is going to be the card next to me and my son looking all cute. So, I mean, you know, the fact that he's my kid and, you know, I love him. I mean, it's not like a key is like completely weird, but so I added that star underneath just because it kind of, because of the vellum, you can see through it, but it's not so much. So those are little like really cool gem things. They're almost like enamel dots, but like beads. And I got these from Emma, who is Sci-Fi Scrapper on YouTube, but she does a lot of the pocket page letter things on Victoria Marie's Facebook page. She gets all that stuff situated. And so me and her were buddies, and she sent me those. So I'm looking for something to cover up that hole, since the hole was like half cut and it looks really silly. So I really wanted to cover it, and I still have like tons of Maggie Holmes ephemera pieces, so it is really good that I'm doing Project Life because I can use it. So, and let me tell you guys, I've been going back and forth of like, should I not do it? Should I just quit? But I don't want to quit because in the end, I know it's going to be really nice to have pages that show a little bit more of my day to day, even though I scrap a lot, and I don't mind if I'm scrapping something that is kind of maybe not so 12 by 12 layout worthy. So I found that heart that has, it's black and like clear vellum, and I think that's the perfect thing to add there because it covers it up without being too big and bulky. And because that was my problem with a lot of the other pieces, is that it hung off and it just looked really silly. So yeah, so here's my next card, and I'm going to use that Maggie Holmes paper that says I love you, and I'm going to use that Serendipity. And this one's going to be really simple. And I have those notes and things pieces, which that I hardly have anything from that collection, but I have those. And so I've been like hoarding them because they're so pretty, but I need to start using them because I need to start using stuff. Yeah. And so here's some scissors because this will be underneath the photo of my girl scrapping. And, even though they don't use scissors, because, oh my gosh, I don't know how any of you guys who have kids, and if you let your kids scrap. My kids, if I give them scissors and paper, they will cut it into really small pieces. So I've kind of gotten to the point where I will like cut the pieces for them and then have them just figure out how they want to layer them or put them on their page. I'll have to show you guys some of the pictures stuff that they do. I know I've talked with Leilani about maybe like her doing like her own little video or something some point, just because she thinks it's really fun. So I'm adding some of my mind's eye enamel dots and hearts because they match perfectly with that. So here's the next card, and I ended up actually having to cut it even down more when I put it in the pocket because apparently this one was in a spot that maybe was a little bit smaller than the 3x4. See, yeah, this video, I'm sorry guys about this video being like really jolty. So this is a picture of ghost pepper peanuts. Yeah. So on the first, well, my husband bought these around a little bit before the first, and he had them at work, and he brought them home, and he was telling me about all the guys that had tried them and stuff, and my husband loves spicy stuff, like spicy, and I don't do spicy at all, like, I'm a wimp. Like, plain mild salsa is spicy usually to me. But, he was just talking about how good they were and all this stuff, so I thought it would be nice if I tried one, because, sometimes you just have to try things. So, I tried it, and he was amazed that I tried it, and so it was fun. It was something fun to put on. I wouldn't try it again. It was really hot. The half a peanut that I had. But, it's one of those things that sometimes you just do stuff because you love someone. So I'm just working around how I want these circles because I'm using the one top thing, and I thought that some circles would be nice. I know they had a flower on there, and that's not really what I wanted, but so I kept playing around with that lucky word that was die cut because it's really pretty, but it just doesn't work well on that craft paper, and that is from Notes and Things, I think. Maybe, or Styleboard. I'm not sure. One of those. So I kind of figure out a few configurations. And those were from the inside of that camera die. So I really liked the heart one. So I'm going to use glossy accents to get some of those down just because they're kind of thin. And I just use random papers to cut them out. So like that black one is Maggie Holmes, and then there's the craft one. And at this point, I'm still trying to fit that Lucky in there, but you really can't see it. And I knew you weren't going to be able to see it very well. I mean, you can see it better in person, but I didn't want people to have to be like, oh, what does that say? So then I remember I had these, and I still have quite a bit of these word stickers. They're not letter stickers, they're word stickers. And so I'm trying to figure out, did I want to use that chipboard piece? Because I had thought maybe I'd use that because it had the green. And then I remembered that I had this journaling card from Amy Tan that had that green word curious. And that's where I'm going to journal about the peanuts. Because, you know, my mind was curious at how spicy they were. And they were pretty spicy. I wouldn't say... Well, I had a half a peanut, and I think it was about an hour that it took for the spiciness to get out of my mouth altogether. But it wasn't so bad that I was hiccuping, so, you know. And so I'm going to put best ever because, you know, I guess my husband thought actually, my kids thought it was hilarious. They were all laughing at me. What you do for entertainment or something. I don't know. I guess that's entertainment, watching someone eat something really spicy. But, so there, I fast forward the journaling because it took me a little while. And I'm going to add some heart sequins in pink and some other little heart punches. And then some black, like, rhinestones too. So you'll see me put those on. But once I kind of figured out how to do this, it did come along a lot quicker. So, but yeah. So this time, once I got going on this, it actually didn't take that long. It was getting everything started. Ugh. But yeah. See, and I think I'm used to with my layouts, like getting it done quick. And not even that I do layouts really quick. Because it still takes me a while. But, so yeah. And as you can see, this is the different setup. So I put it back up to where it was. So I think I'm just going to try to edit it so that I can get my frame in a little bit smaller. So this is going to be the last card in this section. And I'm just going to be doing another spread. So I'll do another video for that one. So I wanted to be able to see that ombre paper, that pink. It's really, really pretty. And I thought the gray was a nice neutral. And so I'm going to use those print and cuts from Click Hits and Scraptastic just to kind of make the card look pretty. And really this is just a filler card. It's just to look really pretty. So, and I'm going to be covering up the me on Simply Me in that little arrow with a flare because me doesn't really work as well as noted, and that's what the flare is going to say. And I think that that is a good way to make something work for you if it doesn't seem like it completely works. So here is a picture of what the spread was for the page maps. And don't forget to go over to Victoria Marie's Facebook page and check out her challenges. She has a ton of challenges. And I'm super excited because I am part of her design team now. Which means I will be coming up with challenges once a month. And I am super excited to work with all the ladies that are on the team this month, or this season. And look for collabs on my channel as well. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!